Hi guys, welcome to this week's Richard on the old John Deere. Well, it's going to be an eventful day. Time to say goodbye to this old girl. This is our Sammy 90. We're trading it in. We're getting a new tractor's arriving today. So they've just been on the phone to say that they're loading it up now and it should be here shortly, which is good. So we're trading two Sammys in, this one and the old Sammy 75 with the loader on. They're both going and the new one should be arriving shortly. So, whew, exciting times, hey! It's a sad day to see these two old girls go. They've given us many years of good service. I think the time is right to upgrade them to something a little bit newer. This is what we've got in exchange for our two Sammys. Plus a little bit of money, I think. It's a Massey Ferguson 4710. I bought it off Chris Kelton at Cars Billington. We've got a loader put on it there, just so that we've still got two loader tractors. Hopefully we've set the wheels in enough so that it'll go in our shed at the summer grazing. But I'm going up shortly to try that, so we'll see what happens there. It's a bit windy. We've got two double spools on there. These are the brake connections. Lights are up there. PTO. Pretty straightforward, nothing too fancy. Blue, not sure about having had blue on tractors, but there you go. Came with a bucket. That was my discount, I think. Work lights on the front there. Let's have a little look inside. Oh, hey. Can you smell that? New car smell, new vehicle smell. Oh, wonderful. This is very nice, isn't it? This is all right. We've got all the controls here. Two spool valves. The spool valves can be locked open there. Pull the lever back and put the switch across. So that's the flow, the oil's flowing all the time, so if you have a machine on the back that needs a constant oil flow, you can plug it into the spool valve, lock the thing open. There is a return pipe on the back to help the flow back into the tractor, but that's a nice little something. There you go. This is the lever for the front end loader. It's got a button there for the third service. We've got high and low gears here, and then we've got a 6-speed synchromesh gearbox with a splitter on, and also there's a button, this one, which knocks the drive out, so you can change gear without using your clutch pedal. You can just press that button and change the gear on there. That's the splitter button, high and low. fast and slow, hare and tortoise, whatever you want to call it. We've got the forward and reverse shuttle on there with the knob there to adjust the sensitivity, the take-up rate on there. Hydraulics. These are your hydraulic controls there. And these are the different draft settings and position settings up there, so you can. Well, I'll have to have a little play with them to see what happens. I'll read the book. When they delivered it, they did tell me, but until you actually get it and get using it, it seems fairly straightforward though. Put your PTO into gear, that one, and there's a lever down behind the seat here for between 540 and 1,000. The steering wheel's adjustable. There's a little lever there. If you pull it towards you, you can. I think you can. Push it away from you and it tilts. Pull it up, and that slides in and out. Down here we've got light switch, hazard warning lights, and the buttons to operate the little display on the dashboard there. Passenger seat here. No, sorry, it's not a passenger seat. It's an instructor seat. So if anybody's learning to drive the tractor, you can sit in here with them. But if anybody tries to tell William it's not a passenger, it's not his personal passenger seat, I don't think he'll be too happy. But really, it's classed as an instructor seat, I think. So it's just if you've got somebody in the tractor with you. I have to say, so far, it's very impressive. Excellent visibility. Glass roof up here, so you can, when you're using the loader, you can see up there, no problem. Nice big mirrors there that you can see everything. Super. We've got 4-wheel drive, and to lock your differential, these two switches here. This button works your splitter for high and low, for hare and tortoise, which is the same as this button here. So they both work the hare and tortoise. Up here we've got working lights. This is your beacons, with 2 beacons up on the roof, and that's your rear wash wipe. We've got our dip switch on here, and wiper settings, and a horn, which doesn't work unless you. It does have an annoying buzzer. When you turn the key on, you get the buzzer till it's ready to start. Handbrakes at this side. Handbrake there, with a little pocket, storage pocket down there. That's just the instruction book. Put my bait bag in there probably. If you don't have the handbrake on and you get off the seat, you get the annoying buzzer. If you put it into gear and you've your handbrake on, you get the annoying buzzer. I suppose it's all for safety. Up here, and this is the aircon controls are there, and the radio. Can't manage without a radio. Aye. New toy for Richard. Woohoo! I'm just heading up to the summer grazing. See the cattle in the shed. Hopefully see if the tractor will fit in. Hopefully it will. I'm a little bit worried. It looks like it's going to be tight to me. It looks quite wide. even though they've set the wheels in as far as they'll go. So we'll see what happens. We'll go and give it a measure. Maybe got that box you won't reach it. We'll go and see if it'll go in, see if we can get it in. Feed the cattle up there. 6th there, cruising along. It's in the slow speed on the splitter, the tortoise, so we'll click it into head and see what happens. There we go. The revs have dropped considerably, but it's still doing over 40. It's doing 41.6 kilometres an hour. So it's still going as fast, but it's knocking the revs off a bit when you split that into the higher block, into the hare speed. Well, let's see if we can get this into the shed now. I'm having my doubts, but we'll see what happens. Well, there's not much to spare, I'll tell you that. Tight. Need to put the mirrors in, I think. Lift my steps up at the side there. Is going to catch there, and that's as far in as that one comes. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm going to do now, because that passage is just a little bit too tight for this tractor. I mean, I've always used the Sammy 75 in there because it fits in nicely. Traded the 2 Sammys in when we got this one, so it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Not quite sure what I'm going to do now. We'll have a little bit of a think and see what we can come up with. Just about get in with this one, but it's very, very tight. There's not much to spare. When you're going in and out regularly, that's not good, is it? It makes things a little bit tricky. We'll see how we get on. See what I can come up with. So you're doing the scraping out, so see if I can get this on here and pump a little bit of slurry. Well, that's got it connected up. See if we can get it to go now. Annoying little buzzer. Right, let's pop it into gear with this switch here. Still going okay. Let's go and have a look, see how it's pumping. What's going on? It's gone off. It's in gear there. It's going again now. What's going on? It's gone off again. Why is it not right? Let's have a look in the book. Okay, I've still got the book here. Let's have a look in. Oh. Where do I find the PTO? Disengages 5 seconds after the operator gets up from the seat. The PTO may be used when the operator is not in the seat. To do this, press the PTO switch twice within 3 seconds, ensuring the park brake is applied and the driver is not in the seat. So that's what we have to do. We'll have a go at that and see what happens. Put that back in there. Maybe we should read the book before we start. I kind of think he told me something like that, but obviously he told me that much. I obviously didn't sink in that bit. Oh, my net's come off. Oh dear. Can't go fishing. I've lost my net off. I'll stick that in that side. Knock it off, and if I get off the seat, the handbrake's on and I'm off the seat, so if I push that forward twice, is anything happening? No. That's got it going. Move the hand throttle up a bit. That appears to be working while I'm not in the seat. Woohoo! That's one little problem solved. Going for now. That needs to be in the middle so that the brake isn't on, so that there's just a bit of movement on the shaft so you can get it pulled off. We'll try that and see how it works. We'll stop the tractor as well. I think quite happy with my new toy. It's doing alright up to now. The only thing really is that it doesn't fit in the shed at Haggis, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to do then yet. I'm thinking I might get the 565 back out, put the spike on the back because it fits in the shed. I have used that in the past to feed them up there, so we might get that working again. I don't know whether this is worth... I think I'm going to do more damage to it trying to get it in and out than... because I'm sure the mud guards will get knocked off because they're just out past the wheels, so it's not going to be any good really, I don't think, this one. So I don't know, possibly make an extension for the loader so that we can push the bales right in from the end. There's a door on each end, so we could put a bale in and then slide it along, possibly, but I don't know, I'm sure we'll think of something anyway. But apart from that, pretty happy, I think. Yes, everything's good. I've got my driving position worked out because the seat's adjustable here. When I got it, somebody had pumped the seat right up to the top. It was right up here. And the problem is, because I've only got little legs, I couldn't reach the pedals. And what good's a tractor if you can't reach the pedals? So I've let it down and it's much better. Is it going down? There we go, it's going down again now. So that's so that I can get my feet on the pedals, that's better. There we go. And what's more, I can see the dash through the steering wheel. When it was way up here, I couldn't get the steering wheel where I could see all the instruments. But that's okay, so we're... I don't know what else I have to tell you. Wait, I've got a list. I have a list. Don't tell anybody. And I'm pleased I got the PTO, so how to work the PTO sorted out. Just shows you should always read the instruction book, shouldn't you? Even if somebody tells you what to do, you still need to read the book. So, but I've got it sussed now. You have to set it off when you're not sitting on the seat. Simple. There you go. And I'd just like to tell Warren, he said, is the channel going to be called Richard on the new Massey Fergie? Well, no, it's not. I'm keeping my name as Richard on the old John Deere. I love my old John Deere, and it's still here. So you'll still see me on the old John Deere from time to time. So we're still going to call the channel Richard on the old John Deere. So no need to panic, anybody. And I think that's about all we've got time for this week. I would just like to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. See my new toy? Woohoo! I'm always get a bit excited when you get something new, don't you? Yeah. So, and I think it'll do a good job for us. It's not too complicated, nice and simple, which is what I was looking for, and it'll do the job. And I'm getting the hang of everything, I think. So that's a good thing. We'll catch all you guys next time on Richard on the old John Deere. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Yay! And if you ring the little bell, you'll get notifications every time I put a new video on. But until next week, this is Richard on the old John Deere saying bye for now. Bye you all. Bye. Woohoo! Happy bunny. Hey. Oh. Annoying buzzer thing. Because I haven't let the brake off and I've put it into gear. There we go. Off we go. Whee! Lovely. Great job. See you next time, guys.